Alright, folks, let's continue 100%ing San Andreas. Now, I said before that I could possibly start this by collecting oysters. However, I actually find that there's a very natural point to start collecting oysters in this. And, but I do have to say that I will be recording this in two parts. One will be after the first section of recording oysters, and the other will be after it.
Alright, come on, you can do it! You can do it! Kick ass, man!
We're closed, Puckeye!
Easy, man. I'm here to see Woozy.
Oh, upstairs.
Stupid ass motherfucker.
Come on, Birdstone! Come on! Go! Come on, you can do it!
I'm Johnson. I'm here to see Woozy. I work with him.
You suck.
Yes, right this way. You know of the boss's curse?
Curse? Nah.
He's blind.
Blind? But we was just racing cars last week.
Yes, I know. He's blessed with unbelievable good fortune. And the triad that would do anything for him? We call him our lucky mole.
Alright. I keep that in mind.
Good.
Woozy!
Hello, Carl.
Hey, what's happening, Woozy? You know, how you doing?
Straight to the facts. I can't use your help unless I'm open with you about who I am and what I do. Let me reintroduce myself. I am the boss of the Mountain Cloud Boys.
Nice to meet you.
Likewise. Why don't you sit down? As Daidailo of the Triad, it is my responsibility to see that disputes are settled without damaging important business.
Where I come in at?
We shall see. I'm about to drop in on a local triad that failed to show face at the last Tong meeting. Come with me, and you'll see how we triads settle things without recourse to unnecessary violence.
Alright, I'll ride with you.
We'll need a ride. Mine's getting some bodywork done to it.
Alright, don't trip.
Alright. So, the,
Rather be rich than poor.
first of all, Wuji is actually quite good at following, Carl's, direction, all things considered. There's usually a pretty reliable...
The Blood Feather Triad have a storehouse around the block. We shall see what excuses they have to offer.
Okay, so what's all this talk of business?
Some small-time Vietnamese gangs have been making trouble lately. We're not sure why they're gaining any courage now, but I'm nervous about the situation.
How do I fit in all of this?
You're an outsider.
Alright, yeah.
This is a place. Come on, it's this way. Now, where's that loose cobble?
Hey, what the hell are you doing?
Just checking the, shut up, Carl. This way.
Hey, what's with all these people? Where they going?
Something isn't right here. We should be careful. Follow me.
Some may think it's mean that they're just making fun of him for being blind, but honestly, I kind of find it remarkable the way they do it. It's like, he's incredibly capable, but he is also not aware of the limitations of what he does, so he just goes for everything.
What's wrong? You lost? Need a hand?
No. I was just, getting the feel of the place. Stick close.
And he's creating his own weird systems to be able to do everything consistently.
Ah, we're here. This way. Strange, this gate is usually locked. Stick close.
Oh, man. Woozy.
What's got you so spooked? Oh, sorry. Didn't see you lying down there.
He's dead. They all are.
The blood feathers wiped out?
Die low. Forgive me. I was too scared to fight, so I hid.
Enough. What happened here?
Vietnamese surprised us. Cut us all down. Shit! Here they come again!
The Triads must have vengeance!
I love how Wuji's tone changes. You gotta check him out. Let's see if we can get more lines of dialogue out of him. I think it's after every wave. And while we're doing this, we might as well upgrade our silence pistol. It increases how frequently we can shoot, which is always great. Is Wuji stuck?
Watch my space.
Okay, so I think he'll only keep going if he knows where. Wait, was it because I was using a silenced gun?
Yes. What you gonna do next?
Die, you motherfucking sons of whores!
I love how just jarring Wuji's dialogue is. It's just like it's the.
Yeah? You having fun
Hell,
yet?
sewers, that was a sniper bullet! TJ, take out that sniper!
Yeah, it's like the two sides of Wuji you get to see.
You will wander as ghosts! Hey!
That's a fucking flip, switch that gets flipped, alright.
This asshole? In the car, quick! We got more company.
You drive. I'll send them back to the sewers.
Something has to be said that Big Smoke is less reliable than a blind man with a gun.
Keep driving. I'll take care of these murderous scum.
Like, I know it's supposed to be, like, that sounds like it's supposed to be an insult for Big Smoke, but it's actually more that, like, Wuji is just that fucking sick. Yeah, see, he actually maintains a pretty consistent stream of bullets, especially compared to everybody else.
That looked like the last of them.
Thank you, Carl. You saved me from having to kill them all myself. Okay, let's get back to my place.
I fucking love that attitude. He's like, yeah, I could have dealt with them, but you saved me the time.
Here, the token of the Tog's appreciation for what you did today.
So yeah, I really like Wuji and Wuji's missions for Wuji himself in this. The missions themselves are nothing that remarkable, but seeing him act the way he does is pretty amazing.
Hey, Woozy, my man, what's going down?
Hey, CJ. Let me introduce you to Shuk Fu, Ramfa Li. He heads the Red Gecko Tong on the West Coast.
How you doing?
Ah Kung has sent word from Kowloon. A Vietnamese crime family, the Da Nang boys, are preparing to move to the United States. This may explain the cowardly attack on the blood-feathered triad. There may be some trouble ahead.
The Shifu would like a package retrieved. A courier has left it in a drop at the airport. It is most important to the matter at hand.
Oh, I can do that.
He is Triad? A mountain boy?
No, a personal friend of mine. And less likely to draw the attention of the Da Nang boys.
Okay.
Thanks for your support.
Time to learn racial slurs with Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. But anyway, yeah, we have, this mission has us picking up an item at the airport. At least it's a new place to go into. Not necessarily the airport, hangar. That place, or sorry, the, airport tarmac. We've been out there a few times. However, this time we're actually entering the parking lot and picking up an item there. Now, what I really should do is heal, because if you had noticed, I'm very low on health. Thankfully, in this mission, you're a lot more reliant on your car for your own protection, and it's not a motorcycle. So, thankfully, that's something at least. But yeah, I gotta be pretty dang careful when it comes to my own safety. And whenever I start a new mission, I have to keep in mind that, yeah, my CJ could die any second. They also highlight the entrance as opposed to the parking lot because, obviously, just showing the car straight up could be very confusing given the different levels of this place. So if I kept going that way, I would have been able to enter the tarmac. Whoops. So let's enter the car and see what happens. It's an ambush. The Da Nang boys are covering the exits. Not very well, apparently, but I don't want to have to go through that rain of bullets. Let's go through here. Are we going to have a good place? No, the Da Nang boys are covering our exits once again. They tried to cut us off through the parking lot. However, that is completely unnecessary because we can just go through here. I don't know. There looks like they have people blocking off both sides.
You won't get far!
I very well might. So yeah, they blocked even the oncoming traffic lanes. Incidentally, making it easier to escape because it meant there was less traffic overall coming in. These guys did not think very well. And now we got guys on motorcycles coming after us. However, I noticed that when I went on the rails, the pathfinding AI does not know what to do. So they try to follow the freeway to get to me. So yeah, I just outsmarted the AI and didn't even really try to. So yeah, now we're on Easy Street, almost literally, because this has been one of the more reliable paths I've seen for just travel. As long as you remember to avoid the trolley, you're gonna be good. But we got some ambushers in the city as well. Some on our left side, who apparently don't spawn in, and some on our right, who take the completely wrong approach and think that we're not going to take the safe way out. Right turn here. And if I'm not mistaken, if I'm not mistaken, this garage is at the port level. So all I have to do is find a way down there. I probably should not take that ramp, so I'm not going to. I believe that's that's another ramp that goes down by going up first. Not a good idea. Oh! Ah! I deceived him. What a dumbass. There we go. Dropped off the vehicle into a garage that didn't open, which is kind of weird. Expected some people to be there on guard. And how are we going to reward ourselves? After getting 6 grand, of course. Why, we have ourselves a nice slice of salad.
Here you go, enjoy. Enjoy, sir.
So yeah, trying to maintain high sex appeal, which is not really going to matter once I get the collectibles of this part. Whoop. But anyway, now that we're all filled up, we can go and see Wuji. Whoa! I got a new phone call. I got a phone call. Who's this?
Big
Catalina, is that you again?
Well, that was a brief phone call. I wonder what she's doing. The years before we got the spam voicemail feature. Or the auto reject feature on phones. Well, actually, I don't know when that was invented. Back at Wuji, let's see what he has to say.
As honored as I am to share my home with you, we should lure these lizards out into the baking sun.
We were followed here. The Da Nang boys are watching this apartment. As soon as we leave, they will attempt an assassination.
Hey, what's the big deal? Won't you cruise on out of here, lead them to a place quiet, and cap they flat asses? No offense.
None taken.
We find you funny.
Look, long as they think Mr. Farley here is in the back, they'll follow me wherever. After a while, you can come out safely. Simple.
Amazing.
Your success will be rewarded, Mr. Johnson.
I believe that was the first time they actually called him by name. So now we have a long drive mission. I remember finishing this mission on practice and thinking that it felt like more needed, or more was planned for it. Especially with how it just kind of, especially with the way that it ends with the characters who were there. It feels a bit anticlimactic. Actually, I need to check where the hell I'm going. It feels a bit anticlimactic. However, given how long it takes to get there, given how long it takes to follow through with the mission itself, adding a third stage, probably not the best idea. Although one big thing I will give this mission a big amount of props for is that it's trying to make the most of the scenery they already made. I remember somebody made a video where he hated on fast travel, mostly because the existence of fast travel can be very much used as almost an excuse for either making scenery that is there to be looked at a distance with no function, or putting all your missions into like little areas that discourage the exploration that sandboxes should be allowing. So seeing something like this where you actually get to, you know, explore and see different parts of the sandbox is pretty cool. One of the easiest ways to make characters look completely undignified is just fucking showing them on the back of a motorcycle when they can't really hold, when they either can't hold on to the guy in front of them or having trouble showing their balance. So this is an interesting mission. You actually can't damage your doors that heavily, otherwise you fail because you're not doing a good job distracting. Because of this, our decoy needs to not get damaged from the rough terrain, because that's going to tear away the doors. On the other hand, bullets don't really do that. So we can stay safe we can stay safe even if we soak up as many bullets as you'd think as many bullets as they can fire at us. But of course, the damage is still going to accumulate over time, and we cannot leave the vehicle. Well, I think like over time we can eventually leave the vehicle, but we would fail the mission immediately if we did. Oh boy, that's a hard turn, and I almost caved in the front of my car doing that. So once again, we step onto the road just to step off of it. A cool thing here, though, is that it actually does show you that if your vehicle is prepared for it, there are some shortcuts around just using the highways all the time. Especially given that the portion of the highway that we just circled around curves pretty heavily. So it does give some extra utility to some of the all-terrain vehicles we've seen. It's just that a lot of the cars that are really fast, if you go through that terrain, you just flip upside down. And I believe this is either the Rancher or the Landstalker. And while the Landstalker kind of had the name before of the Flip Stalker, it actually seems like they're handling the traction a lot better. As far as I can tell, not as prone to flipping over. And now this is the end of the mission.
Hey.
Mr. Johnson, it's Guppy. Are you okay?
Yeah, it's nothing. They took the bait like morons. Mr. Ramfire Lee, get out all right?
Yes, Woozy has taken him to safety. Thank you.
Cool. I'll see you later, man. It's decoy! Back to Chinatown!
Now, that's kind of a bit of an anticlimactic way to end the mission, if you ask me. I thought what would have happened afterwards was either we kill the guys chasing him, or we somehow capture one, and then, like, take him back to Chinatown. But, given the length of the drives, I don't think they wanted to encourage a mission that friggin' long. So anyway, now we gotta take the very slow and long drive all the way back to Wuji. Slow drive ahead. And now I think we're just gonna be regurgitated right back out, because I believe this is where we will need to start oyster hunting. Well, we won't need to do that, but we will need to be in the water.
I need something taken care of.
What? Hey man, quit trying to distract me.
How are you in the water?
What you mean? Can I swim?
Yeah. Can you swim well?
No, I can't. Shit! Man, damn! How you do that?
You need more practice underwater before you can start this mission. The stat specifically that's being tracked for that is this one right here, called lung capacity. As I've basically never been in the water, it's at... You know, and you guys, I'm sure you heard right there, Carl concurs about that very thoroughly. So as we need to get in the water anyway, let's start looking for the oysters. There are 50 oysters hidden throughout San Andreas. What they increase over time is your sex appeal. The more oysters you get, the higher sex appeal you have, and when you have all the oysters, every single girlfriend will always come after you, or will always be attracted to you, and they will always, and every single time you drop them off, they will be willing to give you coffee. It is one of the easiest bypasses around physical appearance requirements. Now, I know where two of these are. You can see one just barely underwater. So, I'm gonna do this one on with my commentary, but the rest of them, I'm not doing that because, first off, most of this is going to be very quiet. But the other thing is, this just takes forever. The reason I'm doing this one with commentary on is because going anywhere near that ship immediately gives you 5 stars, which puts me at great danger for all of these. You're going to want to get your boat away from anything potentially dangerous. Oh, by the way, San Francisco police, or San Fierro police, cannot swim, apparently. And this is also part of area of Pier 69. So, get out of there. And you really are going to want to get out of here once the helicopter comes in, because they can completely decimate your boat in seconds. So we've done the 2 very dangerous ones, and one last one, which is also quite dangerous. Now, thankfully, since we are away from the scariest part, can collect this one down here. I have a map, but unfortunately, oh, check out that dolphin. But unfortunately, I forgot to put it up here. So I'm probably just gonna stop recording audio and let this take its own path. The next time you hear me, oh shit. Oh fuck. I think I'm dead. Yep. Oh well. Those are the 3 most dangerous, oh, yeah, you can't, oh, yeah, this was something else I forgot to mention. Whenever you get wasted, oh, by the way, haha, medic girlfriend. Gets you access to not needing to lose your weapons. But anyway, also the, if you're wearing any special outfits, you actually lose them when you die in paramedic. But you just have to go back into your menu to put them back on. But anyway, it's time to just cycle through all the through half the oysters in San Andreas. Okay, now after some time delay, after also collecting a lot of oysters, let's go back to Wuji as we are now prepared to handle the depths of the ocean.
Hold on. You trying to tell me you can't swim?
Seriously, when I'm in the deep water, it panics me. Plus, I'm terrified of eels and squid and seaweed and...
Okay, dude, see, I know you're just trying to make excuses now.
Look, CJ, I need someone from outside the Triad who I can trust.
Alright, so let me get this straight. You want me to swim around in dirty dock water, dodging little brown jelly beans and Vietnamese gangsters, to put a bug on a boat in the harbor?
You're so negative.
Listen, man. When I was a kid, swimming off the Santa Maria, I once got a condom stuck to my face. Horror like that stays with you for life. Believe that.
I have a confession to make. I'm blind.
No shit.
Yeah. Although I've trained my other senses to a point where you wouldn't notice my handicap, in the water, they'd be quite useless.
All right, Woozy, relax. Don't beat yourself up about it. Look, I'll do it. One last thing. You do know that I'm black, right? And not Chinese.
I'm blind, Carl, not stupid.
Alright. After that little confession from Wuji, now we got to swim our way to dock. To a boat and form a little bit of do a little bit of Metal Gear Solid on the way over there. It's really weird, like the layers of like of race stuff there. It's like, oh yeah, does he believe in stereotypes? Well, apparently not, because he sent a black man to swim in the water. So whatever. And oh dear. So anyway, now as CJ, with our appropriately trained lungs and appropriately trained swimming ability, we can go over here and swim through this water to make it to that boat. You are going to want some armor to go all the way over there. Now, for example, is it over here? On one of these, on one of the ends of these, is armor. Yes, over here, down those flight of stairs. In addition to that floaty thing, I forgot what that's called. There's some armor. However, I got it earlier, so I don't need it now. Let's see. And once we're in the water, I don't think we can actually use any weapons. The boat that you have to plant the bug on is anchored out at sea. You'll have to swim to it. However, there are Da Nang boys patrolling the route. Now, was it just me, or was the way that he, like, fell down in there, like, a reference to Metal Gear Solid? Because it looked, his body language matched Snake's quite closely, and even the camera angle was pretty close. The route ahead is blocked, but there is an underwater tunnel. You have to dive and swim through it to proceed. Yeah. I remember this mission being easier on the PS2, but I don't know if that's because the Da Nang boys' heads are slightly easier to see where they are. Pick up the knife at the bottom of the cave. Why they would hide a knife in the bottom of a cave underwater is anybody's guess. It's like, I was like, oh yeah, rusted knife. Rusted, heavily damaged knife. You know, perfect for stealth missions. The main route across the water is guarded by 2 patrol boats. If they spot you, dive underwater to lose their attention. And I believe, yeah, you can see the guys looking all in one direction. Don't swim on the surface or you will be spotted.
That a guy on the water? Man, did you see him? No?
So, yeah. You have to be able to avoid these guys, and unfortunately there's no indication of where these guys are looking without...
Gotta stop spooking myself.
Hey, someone in the water.
1, 2, 3...
There he is! He's gone under!
We must have winged him. Shit, did you see that? Must have been one of those seals.
By the way, yes, I did see the oyster under there. I'm gonna save it for later so that everything is well organized and kept together. The entrance back onto the ship is on the other side, and what I actually found was the best strategy is just to swim under the entire ship. Something very much not feasible in real life. Oh, shit. But just fine in this game. Climb in, and now I got a stealth tool. Sneak to the back of the tanker and plant the bug. Be as quiet as possible to avoid the attention of the guards on board. Incidentally, if you look at these searchlights, they are not manned at all. So they are automated, and I don't know if they have an automatic route or whatever, but yeah, even if we were in the lights, nobody should be there to spot us. So, I'm gonna try to stick as close as possible with Wuji's instructions, as Carl's head appears to get jammed into his shoulders as I'm too close to this crate. There's one guy heading this way. We need to wait for him to turn around. There we go. As another guy never moves. He just stares at that corner, presumably for something that a loving staff member had written there. As a reminder to keep vigilant. But he could never keep his eyes off the message. Unfortunately, his attention towards the message distracted him from what it really meant. Anyway, more guys to just stealth around. And I believe that's it until we get inside. Although I think there's a few people that are that either come up or... Oh no, okay. Because I remember before a few people came up from the lower levels. Alright. Alright, this might have been the guy who would have heard some stuff. Is he gonna come back up here? Apparently he didn't go all the way over there. And with no one the wiser other than the 8 bodies on board, sneak our way out. We gotta make our way back to the same docks for some reason. We can't go to a different one. I don't know why. I thought it would have been cool if you could just jump onto the boat and, like, wait. I might be able to do that. Let's see.
Oh, fuck! Shit!
So now I'm gonna see if I can sneak onto the boat.
Yeah, a man in the water! You just watch it!
Alright, I don't want to shoot, so I'm gonna try to keep using my...
Run away, bitch!
Wait, why did he stomp on him? That was weird. So I stole one of the boats. And I'm gonna try to use it to go all the way back to the docks. So originally I did swim there on my practice run, but it just seemed so wasteful when I didn't have to worry about my own health or where I was going. Man, these boats have a lot of momentum, weirdly, so it takes forever to slow them down. Not that I expect water brakes to be that great. Looks like Wuji does pay well for his job, though. What the fuck? I might have just glitched out the game a little bit. Because... Huh.
What's up?
The cash is leaving Los Santos again.
Gonna have to let this one slide, man. Got too much shit on my plate.
This is interesting. So... This still is treating this guy as a loaded enemy from the mission, because if you look on the mini-map, he is designated with an appropriate color of red. Hang on. Does he attack me if he sees me? Apparently not. What if I attack him?
I'm a priest, man. Step aside.
You got heart, huh?
Okay, yeah, he will attack me. It looks like he doesn't have the AI which is loaded into the game, which would have him stop shooting once he was underwater. Huh. Kind of neat the way to break it. Oh, whoa. Okay, so then, as soon as I turn around for long enough, his boat and him just despawns. It's always pretty cool to see, like, to be able to break the game, or what causes things to be broken in the game. Like, even this one is just steal a boat. But, it's mostly meaningless, since, the game, if you don't know this, Carl Jobst actually made a very good video on the topic, but San Andreas speedrunning has gotten really ridiculous because they somehow figured out a way to break the game in 20 minutes, and now you can beat the game that fast. But it's moments like this where it's like, huh, how does the game not know that this enemy shouldn't be here anymore? And it's like, well, you bypass certain restrictions. How did I do that here? I guess it was just taking a boat that I shouldn't have taken. They didn't think of that, so it's like... So, it opened up a loophole. Not the biggest loophole, but a loophole. Alright. But let's head back to Wuji and see what else he wants us to do. Oh, by the way, after I collected a lot of the oysters, I decided to swap my outfit to this one, which I got from Helena. Thought it would be kind of neat to have different episodes in different costumes.
Woozy, my man.
CJ, you caught me on my way out.
Business?
This is the big one. This is the one that is going to seal my place in the Red Gecko Tong. But something's come up, and I gotta sort things out myself. Excuse me. Little Lion, what's the news? Damn! Why today, of all days? Okay, shit. Take Guppy and go check it out.
Trouble?
The Da Nang boys are arriving today on a container ship. Little Lion's gone to check it out. I really gotta go too.
Hey man, look, don't even trip. I'ma handle this for you, alright?
Thanks, my friend. Your help and friendship has been invaluable to me.
Thanks, man. What are other guys?
Oh, they're getting a helicopter to do a couple of flybys of the ship. Look, if everything goes well, I'll call you in a week or so and invite you to my new spot.
Hey, CJ, what are you doing here?
Just bumped into Woozy on his way out. He filled me in. I thought I'd go with you.
Well, we ain't rolling. Whoa, whirling. Strap in and strap up.
Alright, we're in the Lance Vance, buddy position here.
Where we headed?
To the boat. It's moored out in the bay.
Oh yeah, I see it.
You better lock and load. They'll be on their guard.
Lock and load.
Holy fuck! They're gunning for us already!
I see them.
They're all over the containers!
I got them, man. Right in my sight.
Hit those Da Nang
Damn, I'm getting shockingly good aim.
RPG! RPG! Where? Which side? We're hit! We're going down! Brace for impact!
Ah, man, that hurt. Damn. Lost everything but my blade.
I'm quite curious as to what would have happened had I not had a knife.
Can you see any survivors? No, nobody getting out of that alive.
I'm quite curious as to whether or not that's actually supposed to be a hint. That the sentence, nobody could have survived a plane crash like, or a helicopter crash like that, when we've repeated those words previously, and we are now surviving. I don't know whether or not that was an intentional hint, hint, but it actually would make a lot of sense to me. Ah, shit, I shouldn't have jumped up here, that's close.
It's gonna be
Wait. Holy crap, he is bleeding like a stuck pig.
You gonna hate this.
So yeah, it looks like the stealth approach is not going great. Because, wait, where the hell did the other guy go? Did he head off ahead and, did he go ahead and warn everybody else? But yeah, Carl has no trouble climbing these, shipping containers.
Now will you be quiet?
Even though these are, like, pretty smooth and tough to grab. From what I understand.
I'm moving
in.
It's my constitutional right, bitch. Yeah? You having fun yet?
Oh, whoa, okay, that was my last gun. Alright. I guess it's time to train up the weapon skill on this. And like most running gun missions, they give you regular health, although they didn't give me armor. Or they might have given me an opportunity, I just missed it. And of course, regular, what the fuck? That was kind of crazy. It's like, leave one area and suddenly you're surrounded by, gang members. Anyway. Let's... Okay, I know that the actual, goal is down there. I don't have to go up there for... sorry, I have to go up there anyway later on, so I'm just gonna head down here.
Keep it down. You want to bring the snakehead down here?
Not long until we're drinking cola in the free west, eh? Hey, who the fuck are you?
He was looking at somebody else entirely. Take out the refugees' guards.
Where's Guy Dog?
I have no idea what the hell he just said.
Problem with me?
I'm kind of curious that the standard outfit for these guys is a shirt that says Army. Not sure what that's supposed to indicate.
Stick this up your ass!
So that was kind of tricky to tell, but he just chucked a grenade at us. Shoot the padlock on the front of the refugees' container.
Please! The snakehead tricked us! We're prisoners! Please help us escape! The snakehead is up on the bridge!
Now, I'm not sure. Is that supposed to be the snakehead's supposed to be a Japanese man with a sword? Or is he supposed to be a Vietnamese guy wielding a katana? Because it's kind of weird. It's kind of weird that they'd have a Japanese head of a Vietnamese gang, but it's also kind of weird that they would have a Vietnamese guy wielding a katana. Oh, that's where the freaking armor is in this area. That's kind of the cool thing about a lot of old games, is like, if you need help, a lot of times all you have to do is search for it. As opposed to other ones, where it's, where you're told where to get help all the time. So it's like it kind of lessens the sense of danger. And this one kind of leads to a more organic type of storytelling, where when you need help, you become more desperate for it, and you kind of get, oh shit. And in the act of trying to go to safety, you can end up, oh shoot.
Enough! We settled this here! Let's see how you cope with it.
Yeah, you end up discovering it when you need it most. By the way, I find this form of using the sword on a downed enemy fucking hilarious. Just wielding it like a club. Just destroy his body. It's like, I'm going to fucking mutilate you. But anyway, so we've taken care of the snakehead. The Da Nang boys are mostly, oh shit. Are mostly, destroyed. And we even freed some refugees. So maybe in the long run we got some allies. I guess it depends on who these guys' allegiances lie with.
Thank you for everything!
Alright, so now we passed our mission, got 15 grand from Wuji, and we got some respect. We have one last mission. All of Wuji's standard missions have been finished. In San Fierro, anyway. Wuji will give us more missions, however, most of those are in Las Venturas, and I believe even a few in Los Santos are going to be visible. However, that ain't gonna be for a little bit. As he said, we might be by his new place within a week. But until that time, we can come back to our own garage, where Wuji will give us a few pointers. And it's actually, I think, the only cutscene that makes reference to Ryder as someone we've killed recently. But first I gotta get some more health items. Alright, now it's time for the final garage mission of this session. We will have more garage missions, but for the rest of these, they're gonna have the pretext of a car mission. This is the last one that has to do with getting rid of Big Smoke's Yay operation. And if we do this mission, you cannot do the Yay Courier mission or Big Smoke's Cache anymore. So with this,
Did you hurt yourself?
let's finish up our drug-related San Fierro missions.
Carl! You're a fucking hero down in N.S.P. I just spoke to my cousin.
Not with my people, I ain't. Shit's still fucked up. Man, I got homies I used to run with that turned their back on me over this.
Yeah, well, what are you gonna do, huh?
Fucking Ryder, man. That was my homie. And I killed him.
Fucking midget deserved it, eh? Little asshole tried to bang your sister, you know that?
No. For real? Shit. Maybe you right then, man, but...
Cheer the fuck up! You're going soft on me, man. You did something good, eh?
Yes, you did. But this isn't over yet.
What you mean?
Well, your former friends have a factory. And the way I see it, if you take that out, you will have put them out of business for good.
Yeah.
CJ,
Who is this?
I work for Woozy. He told me to call you.
Alright, what's up?
I'm rigging a car with explosives so you can take out the crack factory. Drop around the garage downtown.
Cool. I'll be at you in a minute.
Here's what happens when we work for Wuxi and we do our jobs well. Get good favors like access to a suicide bomb, apparently. So yeah, we always get, what was in GTA 3, this was the 8-ball bomb shop. In Vice City, it was also called the 8-ball bomb shop. And in this one, I don't think there's something that explicitly, that you can just do at any point. Yeah, I don't think there are, like, anything where you can just rig a car with explosives. At least I don't remember that ability in this game.
Hey man, is it ready?
She's all set. Get in. She's packing enough to take out that crack lab. I've wired in a delay timer to give you time to get out.
Cool, good looking.
Okay, so originally I thought this was a Sabre, which I thought would have been kind of cool, but no, it's a different car. It's a much more rectangular car. I also noticed the license plate, which says Time Bomb. Pretty cool. So yeah, we have to get this car inside of the crack factory. And, yeah. Let it do what it does. Funnily enough, we also have to escape alive, so even if we blow it up and successfully destroy the factory, we actually will fail the mission if we can't get out alive. Because the mission is not over once the explosive has happened. Kill the guards. That will get their attention. Which is weird because this used to have an open door. How the fuck did that not?
It's a hit! Open the gates and waste the dumb fuck, Holmes!
Oh, whoa. You can call me a dumb fuck all you want. Does not make you any smarter for standing in the way of a moving vehicle. So, the actual strategy is supposed to be kill everybody and then park the car, but I'm taking the direct approach and just getting the car in here by any means I want. Get out of the warehouse before the timer runs out. Thankfully, I have full health and several layers of armor, or sorry, full armor, so I can get out and... Oh my god, get the fuck.
What you gonna do next?
What an asshole. And there we go. Place is completely blown up. I didn't see a full explosion cutscene. I don't think that's ever been there, but... yeah.
What you gonna do now, huh?
Big Smoke's lab is completely gone. It's too bad they don't show a full cutscene, but I think that it's probably because it's... Actually, why wouldn't they have done that? Maybe the animation would have just been too hard with us still being close by or something. They've shut the gates! Now, where those gate controls must be, I don't know. Use the car to jump over the ramp. Over the wall. I don't know what happens if you destroy the car. But maybe a new one spawns in, who knows. But yeah, let's get out of here. We're home free. Get back to the garage. So yeah, we're home free now. We've successfully destroyed and completely eviscerated all of Big Smoke's crack out operations out of San Fierro. Now this has huge consequences throughout the rest of the game, because the first big benefit is that the bridges are now open. We have full access. We have full access to Las Venturas now that the drug operations have been completely cut off. Let's see if I can find a good radio station for that.
Our organization.
All right. Well, whenever they get the radio, I'll probably like boost it up. But let's answer our phone.
Speak on it.
This is a friend of yours. I've got some information relating to your brother. Come to my ranch and I'll explain. It's in Sierra Robata, cross the Garber Bridge, head south.
Who the fuck is this?
I can't talk right now. Get your ass over here.
Mom's always told me not to talk to strangers.
And look what happened to the bitch. Now, if you want your brother to go to sleep tonight with his tongue intact, get your ass over here. Goodbye.
We got someone new calling after us. Now I also believe we should get a phone call from one of the guys who works at our shop, which I completely forgot about this actually being a thing in this game, so I might have actually not done it because I looked at the restrictions and it actually involves having the driving school completed, which I probably haven't done in a while. So let's get this phone call.
Hello?
Yo, it's Jethro, man. Listen, me and Caesar have used our contacts to, like, get a wish list of cars. But we'll need to turn them around real quick, dude. Now, there's a showroom around the block that's come up for sale. And I thought it would be a good idea to make things look as legitimate as possible.
Yeah, that's a great idea, man. I'ma look into it. I'ma holla at you.
So yes, this set of missions actually requires you to have the driving school finished. I forgot about that, and I think when I replayed this game, like, all the way for a review I did, like, in 2012 or something, like, I actually didn't do that set of missions. It's one of those things of, like, you think you know everything, and then you go back and you're like, oh shit, I forgot about this. But anyway, now that we have those two phone conversations out of the way, I'm gonna get on the boat and just collect the rest of the oysters.
Is the world ending? We hope so. We need the ratings. The news is next.
Leanne Forget, WCTR News. News with the bottom line in mind. Top news stories. Was Moses really from Ohio? Chairs, the silent killer in your home. Now, WCTR Traffic and Transit. After months, all bridges have been reopened. Bone County, Tierra Robata, and Las Venturas County are now linked up with the rest of the state. Locals celebrated by mass outbreaks of xenophobia and inbreeding. Also, police are celebrating the removal of a major crack cocaine ring by undercover police that has virtually stopped the flow of drugs into Los Santos. Richard spoke to a man on the scene.
That's right, Leanne. It's another victory for Prohibition. Police are really celebrating after this one. One officer told me his amazing true life story of how he infiltrated a drug ring and how cool it was to get paid to get high.
Yeah, I was undercover smoking crack every day. You know, just to be one of them. I even took my wife undercover and made her a crack whore. Say hello to the newsman, bitch.
Hey, don't I know you? The rusty trombone, right?
I doubt it, Tramp. You're crazy. Back to you, Leanne.
Police are struggling to solve the mystery of a container ship found deserted and full of bodies. The FBI is investigating. And government officials denied the existence of an area of Bone County that isn't on the map. Someone who was unprepared to be named said the so-called place that isn't called anything doesn't exist. And if it did, we'd name it something. And where is Mad Dog, wonder record execs? The rapper has battled alcoholism and egomania for many years and recently missed a concert in Las Venturas. Staying in Venturas, it used to be a patch of desert, then it was a mob town. Now it's the corporate headquarters of America. Richard explains from the streets.
That's right, Leanne. It used to be a patch of desert. Then it was a mob town. Now it is the corporate headquarters of America. Back to you in the studio.
In foreign news, we have war. famine, pestilence, and a lot of envy aimed at our way of life. Stay at home. It's better that way. I'm Leanne Forget, WCTR News. Stay alert. They're after us.
This is well-known philanthropist Big Smoke, and you're listening to WCTR. Make a difference to your community. Keep our cities drug-free. Look, I'm doing my bit. How are you helping?
Okay, so we've succeeded. I actually am really shocked at how smooth this went. I was dreading trying to collect all the oysters, but in reality, it actually went a lot smoother than I thought. This is absolutely one of those collectibles that was made much easier by me practicing it. That way I actually got a good route and got everything much more smoothly than I expected.
And like most castles, there's always the worrisome lesson.
Now, as I'm sure you can tell, I'm a little out of order on my map. This was actually, this was pickup number 49, and I had it as 50. The reason I did that was because I needed to draw attention to the other item in there. The horseshoe. I'm not doing 2 collectathons in a row. But no, it's like we have one last collectible to be had. Now, I'm actually not sure where I'm going to keep going after this. I can't believe I did that so well. But I'm done for missions on this episode. So I'm actually going to be heading all the way back to shoot. I'm actually going to be heading all the way back to San Fierro. The reason I want to do that is because I want to demonstrate one of the effects of having all the oysters.
Okay, maybe I should hit the travel log.
So right there, what I just pulled off is something that is easy to do on the PlayStation 2, but extremely tricky on the PC version. Right as the radio station changes, but before the actual audio comes in, if you change the audio, the radio station, and then come back, you should be able to skip forward in the audio, but actually pulling that off here is really tricky. Like, you can really tell that this is not the same sentence. See? Like, right there, I just skipped programs from the Travel Lodge to the, I can't remember what, it's like the couple that, it's the couple that just bicker throughout the whole thing. Okay. Back at driving school, I want to see if somebody's here. And nope. Well, if at first she doesn't show up, just go across the street to your property. Hopefully, you'll be able to afford it if you're going after her. Now, normally, the minimum requirement to be able to date her is to have very high fat and somewhat okay sex appeal. However, oh, by the way, this is our baseline sex appeal, which is much better than usual. But if you have all the oysters, she's not here yet. But if you have all the oysters, you should be able to bypass that restriction. There she is.
Hi there, handsome. Can I get your number?
Yeah, here you go. Call me.
Cool, I'll call you. We should hang out sometime.
Michelle is your girlfriend now. Michelle can fix your car at her place in downtown for free. Now, I'm actually not going to be dating her for a while. I just started it to more demonstrate the power of being able to, of having all the oysters. So, with all that in the past, and with the possibility of entering Las Venturas ahead of us, I'm gonna have to end this episode off. So join me next time, when hopefully I'll have figured out what the hell I do next. I'm pretty sure I'm actually gonna do the missions in the desert, because well, I just unlocked Las Venturas, so might as well go there. You know? See you guys then. So yeah, the idea that Woozie is blind is kind of surreal when you think about how much he's done. Been able to pull off even as a blind man.
Didn't see you lying down there.
How did Woozie not feel the heat off these cars?
The blood feathers wiped out?
Die low. Forgive me. I was too scared to fight.
I love the fucking immediacy of Woozie though. He fucking just pulls out the gun at the instant, at the instant potential of danger.
A mountain boy?
No. A personal friend of
Some of these insults are very curious. I'm wondering whether these are cultural specific. Although I forget what ethnicity Woozie is supposed to be. I think he's supposed to be Chinese, but I'm actually not sure. There's something very consistent about Woozie, which is kind of presenting characters in a way that
We were followed here.
tries to show them as extremely dignified or respected, and then immediately putting them in a very grounded and regular situation that kind of takes away any sense of menace to them.
He's packing enough to take out that crack lab.
Wait, this is the guy who is in charge of the driving school.